entire multiverse and then some. Yeah. I mean, I foreknew and foresaw that I was going to end up in jail anyway. It was just popular amongst the other timeline. Well, obviously with the detail that was entrusted in testing the one individual, too many people responded too negatively to the rumor. This is enough to warrant the police coming over and everything that happened. The thing I did that day was essentially I soul bonded and cuddled and supportively in mentality and emotional and spirituality talked a lot with Barbara. So essentially I was just boosting her up and healing and cleansing her aura and chakras, and of course healing and forgiving and all that of her past sins and her regrets. So that is what I did mainly. That was the main attraction.
Hey, yep, y'all. Fruity here. That's the last thing we heard from Chris's mouth. That was like a year ago, and we haven't heard, and all we've gotten is some jail letters, and that's basically it from Chris. And ever since he got out of jail, he's been dead silent. And you know, it's probably because of the courts and his lawyer and whatnot. But now we unfortunately have some extremely bad news. All we've been seeing of Chris since he got out of jail was sightings of him at Walmart or something. But now, according to this, I want you to take a look at this here. This is some legal documents that I don't fully understand, and I'm not a lawyer, so I'll never understand it. But basically what it says, from what I've been told, is Chris is allowed to use the internet again. And that's what's happening. So, the first thing we have to look at here is, you know, Chris logged on to Pokemon Go. Right? You know, Chris in the Pokemon Go to the polls. You know, it's his obsession in life, that and Sonic. And, you know, Chris, you know, he's probably really mad that he got to miss out on like 2-3 Pokemon games. I don't have a Nintendo Switch or any Nintendo console, so I don't know about it. But Chris got cited on Pokemon Go like that same day that this legal order was put in place. And you know, Chris, he tried to do a trade offer or something with it. Then he got cited on the Switch here, and I don't fully understand the Switch. I've never used a Switch myself, so I don't exactly know what's going on here. But he basically tried like 2 or 3 games in the past few minutes, and I'm pretty sure one of them was a Pokemon game. And then we have this massive, probably the first words you've heard about Chris for a very long time. So he logged into his PlayStation networking account and said, "I'm Christ Chan Prime." What that tells me is he still believes he's Jesus. He still believes he's all this bullshit. And he's still the same fucking Chris that's rambling on about the merge and whatnot. Nothing has changed other than he's not on social media as much. And I wish I had more to say. I wish I did. And while this B-roll Chris footage of him being at Walmart or whatever is going on, I'm going to say that's it for today. Chris Chan's back online. I know that this seems like a kind of a nothing burger video, but this is Chris. Eventually he's going to log back into Twitter or YouTube and he's going to post a big freak out and act like nothing happened. He said, like, be like, "Hey, I was in jail for all that time, you know, whatnot." But now it's time to start rambling on about the merge and start talking about Sonichu, you know. Oh, fuck.